I'll just explain what I put in my left hand bag here, because I should have done it in another video, but I didn't. Anyway, this is what goes in, and it stays in there the whole time. I never take them out because you never know when you're going to get caught out. But I just wanted to let you know what waterproofs I use, because I'm really impressed by these. Now, the waterproof that I used to carry before, which is one I've had for years, was an all-in-one suit. It's only a cheap jobby and it lasted years, but the problem is you pull over really quick and you want to get the waterproofs on before your gear gets wet, because there's no point in putting it on. Them suits are a nightmare. You're trying to get them over your boots and you're hopping around the side of the road trying to get your arms in. Anyway, I'm fed up with that. So a few months ago I bought these waterproofs, and I have tested them. I've been out on these when it's been biblical. So the bottoms I use, and obviously I'm using a two-piece suit now because it's easier to get on. I use the richer trousers, so these are the richer trousers. They're not particularly expensive, they're about 25 quid, but really impressed with them, mainly because I can get them on over my boots very, very quickly, because the bottoms are really, really wide and they got these Velcro straps that will pull them tight against your boots, so there's no sort of trying to squeeze your big boot through. Doesn't matter, they're really good. But mainly it's got this internal lining. I don't know if you can see that from here, but you've got the main polyester lining, and then it's got like another internal lining. So not only is that really good in the winter, that stops your leg sweating. When you've got your motorcycle jeans, I wear the Kevlar jeans, which are hot enough anyway. If you just put a pair of normal waterproofs on, just a one skin waterproofs, your legs sweat so much you might as well just not have the waterproofs on. You get a humid day when it's raining and you could end up wetter than you would be if you didn't have them on, because you sweat. I find these double lined waterproof bottoms, not only do they roll up nice and small, they really do stop your legs sweating, so they're a must for me. And they live in this side pouch the whole time because it's so accessible. And not only that, when you take them off, so you go for a big rain shower, you take them off, the worst thing you want to do is put your wet waterproofs in your back box or in your rucksack and get all your stuff wet. So that's a dedicated bag that I use. It's a waterproof bag, so if I shove them in there wet, I can just pull them out a later date or later that day and just dry them off and put them back in. So it's not going to affect anything else I own. But the star of the show for me, and this is quite a recent purchase, and I bought this really because the jacket I had it for years, had a really tiny little collar on it, and the problem was the water used to come off the back of my crash helmet, miss the collar and come straight down my back, so it had like a guttering effect where the old jacket would actually catch the water, and it used to really annoy me. Now this is the Oxford Rain Seal coat, not the cheapest of jackets. This was about 80 quid, but do you know what, when it's pouring down with rain, that's going to be the best 80 quid you ever spent, trust me. I bought the Bright. They do this in black, but this is the Bright. Now this is reflective. I don't think you can see it on the camera, so it's daytime, but at night time, especially when you've got it on, you're going to have it on because it's wet, it tends to be dull. As soon as a car headlight hits that, you glow up like a lamppost. So on a safety point, that is a really, really clever jacket to wear. The reflectiveness of this is second to none. But like I just said a minute ago, look at the size of the collar on that. That's got to be about 3 inches, and that sticks inside the crash helmet. When that's done up, that collar, and it's got a really good strap on the front, goes up inside the crash helmet, so the water comes off the lid onto the back of the collar and down the coat. I tested this when we went to Normandy. On the way there, it absolutely chucked it down, and my jumper at the back, all this part was bone dry. So very, very impressed with the Oxford Rain Seal coat. It's got adjustment on the bottom, so you can adjust it and have it against your trousers, and it's also got adjustment on the side, so if you want to pull it tight around your waist you can. I tend to set it up and just leave it in the bag. And then on the inside we've got, again, the lining, which is the breathable lining, so again it stops that sweating and keeps you nice and cozy. So again, it does come with its own carry bag, but I just fold it up real small. Again, if I put it in a carry bag, it takes longer to get out of the carry bag. I want to get these on as quick as possible. That with the trousers lives in that waterproof bag. Nothing else is in there. Again, it's just one strap to quickly get them out. It takes seconds. So that's just my waterproof setup. So if you haven't got crash bar bags or can't have them. It's always good to put them somewhere where it's quickly accessible. And that's it.